National Day, the National Day Parade 2017.
A very good afternoon and welcome to this live broadcast of National Day Parade 2017. I'm John Leong, and together with stadium announcer Will Xavier, we'll be taking you through all the sights and sounds this National Day Parade. Now the parade is of course returning to the float at Marina Bay for the first time since 2014, and what a spectacular view it is for the 26,000 spectators here to attend the nation's 52nd birthday bash. People still streaming in, but you can already see a sea of red and white all across the arena, many waving the national flags. It's a pretty exciting time, I'm sure, for many of these people, especially those who are attending an NDP for the first time. I remember attending my first NDP, and if my experience was anything to go by, not one single person will leave the arena disappointed. And what about that Marina Bay skyline, Singapore's pride and joy and a symbol for how far the nation has come? A shout out as well to the estimated 100,000 others gathered around the area taking in the festivities, especially those guys watching from the Merlion Park Esplanade Drive, as well as the many hotels in the area. Those are some first-class tickets you got there. Many of these people braving the heat just to soak in the party atmosphere that I must say looks to be in full swing at the moment with the Marina Wave. It's been a crowd favorite ever since it was known as the Kallang Wave, inherited from the days NDP was held at the Kallang Stadium. Also a firm favourite, the Red Lions. They're expected to kick off the parade, barring poor weather, of course. There'll also be what's called a dynamic defence display, showing you Singapore's first-of-its-class defence hardware. Pure entertainment for the whole family, not just for the young, but also the young at heart. It's always a cool story for the kids, isn't it? When they get back to school, they can say, I was there and I had so much fun. Oh, in just a couple of moments, we'll be crossing live to our hosts for the parade, and they'll even have a special guest accompanying them. Let's join the action live from the float.
Yes, indeed. Hello, Singapore. My name is Joachim Gomez. Welcome to the float at Marina Bay for National Day Parade 2017.
Woo! And I'm Nurul Aini. The crowd here is going crazy!
Hi Singapore, I'm Nare.
And I'm Julie, and this year we have a special addition to the NDP family. Meet Edgar, our fifth host.
Hello Singapore, I am Edgar and I want to wish all Singaporeans a happy National Day. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. I am so happy to be here. This is a dream come true as we robots are given a chance to host NDP.
It is definitely a dream come true to host NDP, Edgar, but hey, let's put your hosting skills to the test. Can you tell our home audience what the mood at the float at Marina Bay is like?
The mood here is awesome. Hebat, 超赞, Arumai, and shook. Everyone here at the float has been cheering, singing and dancing. It is like a party here. I want to host NDP every year.
You know what? Let's focus on National Day Parade 2017 first, shall we?
Guys, I've win that Sonia's with the Red Lions right now, and she can't really trust what's happening over there, so let's say hi to her. Hey, Sonia!
Sonia?
I can hardly believe this, but we're here at Sembawang Air Base with the Red Lions, and we're just about to board the Super Puma that's going to take us 10,000 feet in the air. But first, I'm going to talk to the team leader, Shin Han,
to land safely.
All right, perfect. All the best. We'll see you later on, okay?
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. We'll see you in just a bit.
Thank you very much, Sonia. Wow, we cannot wait for the Red Lions. 10,000 feet in the air. Edgar, isn't this exciting?
I am so excited. We have a great parade coming up. I just want to wave my flag and sing loudly.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to do it, please watch the National Day Parade 2017 on the NDP's YouTube channel, because for the very first time, we are broadcasting in a 360 format. So maybe during the fireworks, click your screen and enjoy a full 360 view of the Marina Bay skyline.
Can we watch? Can we watch now?
We gotta work.
Oh, we're working.
Hold on, guys. There are a lot of exciting programs coming up, I promise. Next up, we have a very beautiful and talented singer. She performs regularly on local television. Today, she's going to sing for us a medley of our home favorites. Ladies and gentlemen, please give your loudest roar for Farisha Aisha. Come on, guys, loudly.
Sing along if you know the words.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together and welcome our acting Speaker of Parliament and members of Parliament to this evening's parade.
And there you see, leading the MPs out is acting Speaker of Parliament Charles Chong. He replaces Halima Yaacob, who resigned from her position as Speaker on Monday to run in the upcoming presidential election. The crowd welcoming the MPs by waving their flags. And then we see MP Ang Wei Neng looking quite sporty indeed in that polo top. Daryl David there from Ang Mo Kio GRC. all looking very festive indeed. Lau Tia Kiang from the Workers' Party and MP for Aljunied GRC. And there's Mr. Lim Biao Chuan from Mountbatten SMC. Now, the MPs have been wearing red shirts of varying designs and trimmings since at least 2012, and it's meant to symbolize unity even across political affiliations as Singaporeans come together to celebrate the nation's birthday. Dr. Chia Shi Lu there from Tanjung Pagar GRC. And looking quite casual indeed, Mr. Teo Selak from Pasir Ris Punggol GRC. Now, if you're taking photos, whether here or at home, or videos as well, related to NDP, you can use hashtag One Nation Together. That's this year's team. You can also use hashtag NDP 2017, NDP 17, and hashtag SG52. We're going for another short break very soon, but plenty of exciting stuff still to come, so stay tuned.
Don't let blue light spam your vision. Crizel iZen, combining exclusive iZen focus, light scan, and wave technologies. Relax and protect your eyes from digital screens. Get rewarded with free sunglass lenses.
At SUSS, I don't just gain a head of knowledge for my future career. I also develop the heart and habit to make a difference in people's lives.
A unique education that enriches one and all. Join the you that believes in you.
Out of the Super Puma and immediately into formation. This is the first one the team is putting together. It's called the Star. It looks easy, but you have to bear in mind that this is a hugely experienced team with all 9 members combining for some 8,500 jumps. And to give you a sense of the challenge they face, they're descending from 10,000 feet at a rate of more than 200 kilometers per hour. And for those at the float looking up, all they'll see are little specks in the sky. Nevertheless, they've got their cameras at the ready. This is where that zoom function is going to come in handy. The Red Lions now will be getting their bearings. Even with the chutes out, these guys are still falling fast, as much as 18 feet per second. And look at that, we've been blessed by good weather this year. Remember NDP in 2015? The Red Lions had to cancel due to bad conditions, leaving thousands disappointed. That's not happening this time around, as the crowd at the float await the arrival of the heroes. It's not easy navigating the conditions to land at precisely the right spot. Remember Sonia saying the float looks like a little matchbox from way up there? Oh, there you go. You got to factor wind speed and direction. And remember, it's entirely different when you're that high up in the sky. And there you see, just homing in on the float at Marina Bay, all 9 of them. First Lion swooping in now. He's the leader of the pack. First Warrant Officer Ng Chin Han with 906 jumps. He makes it look so easy. Second Lion approaching now, and you can see how challenging it is there. But First Warrant Officer Tan Lee Kun is hugely experienced with more than 1,400 jumps, and it certainly shows. He looks thrilled to be here. Next up, the Lion Cub. First Warrant Officer Chong Boon Heng, 1,374 jumps, also a veteran in that sense. Imagine, it's quite a sight for those who haven't seen this before. And how's that for a landing? Second Warrant Officer Koh Han Boon with 1,310 jumps and perfect poise. Here comes Third Warrant Officer Sim Chi Jin. It's his first NDP jump and he nails it. No first-time jitters there, even though it's his maiden NDP jump. Just about halfway through now as Master Sergeant Jeffrey Heng Chin Hang homes in on the float. I love how they sort of hover just above the ground before landing to soften the impact, but I'm told these landings still take their toll on the ankles. Here's Third Warrant Officer Chua Sing Boon landing, or just about landing on the tarmac, making us wait for that one. He's also a relative cub with just shy of 400 jumps. You need at least 200 before you're even considered for a position on the team. Just a sliver of runway to aim at. It's really quite daunting, but Second Warrant Officer Melvin Ho is on task. Another very experienced Red Lion with 1,260 jumps. What about that for a point of view? Rapturous applause all round. There you have it, the Red Lions. Certainly very popular, judging by the crowd's reaction. These guys have been training for between 5 and 10 years, hugely qualified, skillful parachutists, and you've just seen the proof. Welcome home, Red Lions. You've been missed. And there you have it, a salute to the nation. Oh, in just a bit, we'll have a chat with the Red Lions. We'll be going backstage with one of the hosts, Nurul Aini, in just a bit.
No, it's okay.
It's okay?
Training and practice, it gets better.
You guys are fantastic.
Thank you so much. Well done. Okay, see you around. Bye-bye.
Now that won't be the last time we'll be taking you backstage. These behind-the-scenes looks will be a regular feature throughout the show to bring the performers closer to you watching at home. In the meantime, here's Hong Shaoxuan and Pan Ying with a musical number called 新加坡派.
军家的戏院建在60年代，我站在人群里看明星剪彩，那时候演艺片是一片黑白，流血了新加坡派。渐渐地，我们进入70年代，一穿上校服我就生气起来。女郎睁眼闯个个有气派，比我长高的更快。
那时候林青霞的电影最卖，凤飞飞抒情歌曲全班都爱。孙宝林赢了一串金牌回来，我也兴奋难耐。
We're going for a quick break now, but stick around. You're gonna love what's coming next. Stay tuned.
tiptoe a little closer. Tell me you love me.
You're watching the National Day Parade 2017 live from the floating platform. I'm John Leong, taking you through it all as Singapore turns 52. The crowd's still anticipating the rest of the show, as I'm sure you are, wherever you're watching.
Of state, ministers of state, parliamentary secretaries, and mayors to this evening's parade.
When's the last time you heard that song playing in the background? You'll have to go all the way back to the year 2001. Oh, look at that, Bayam King with an interesting outfit, to say the least. Denise Phua there, Mayor of Central Singapore District. Very, very interesting outfits this year. A clear floral theme. Well, except for Minister in the Prime Minister's office, Ting Chi Hao.
Closer to home, to a place where I'll be safe and warm, where I belong.
Varying designs on show today.
Friends and families by my side.
And just to remind you of the theme of this year's NDP, it's #One Nation Together. And over the course of this evening, you'll see how that theme plays out across all segments of society. At its core, though, it's a rallying call for Singaporeans to unite and overcome the odds together.
We'll be close to my heart, and no matter where I am, I will always know where I belong.
Singapore, you must be excited. The celebrations have begun. Next up, together with the Touch Motivators, we have the talented singers Vishnu Balaji and Sudhashini. They are going to sing for us our on-time favorite, Muneru Valiba, with a new arrangement and a rap written by them. Ladies and gentlemen, Muneru Valiba. So I guess we will see you later, Singapore.
கடல்கள் பெற்றெடுத்த முத்து பிள்ளை எங்கள் ஊர் சிங்கை நம் நாடு நம்மோடு சேர்ந்து பாட்டு பாடு மக்கள் கர கோஷத்தை வெல்லும் நம் தாய் நாடு கனவுகள் காண்டும் கண்ணோடு அதன் உழைப்புகள் தொடங்கும் முன்னோடு கரங்கள் சேர்த்து ஒற்றுமையோடு உயரம் சத்தாய் மண்ணோடு வெற்றுமைகள் இங்கில்லை நம் நாடு வளரும் சிறு பிள்ளை முன்னேறி வா என்னோ பாடம்.
We're going to leave it here for a bit, but plenty more still to come, including some hard-hitting action from the best that the SAF and home team have to offer. We'll be back in a minute.
Where does true innovation come from? It's born of a true passion for engineering, making tomorrow's technology accessible for everyone today. Ioniq Hybrid. Charged by a few, offering choice for the many. Ioniq.
Take my hand. Time's ticking on me.
Welcome back to the live broadcast of NDP 2017. I'm John Leong at the float at Marina Bay. The party atmosphere pretty much at fever pitch, and we haven't even really started the celebration. It's such a great day out for the family. Wonderful entertainment for the young and the young at heart.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's now welcome our Deputy Prime Ministers and Cabinet Ministers.
Raise your head to the skies. This is how we all begin. See the
There you see Mrs. Josephine Teo again with that floral design,
feel the yearning deep within.
together with Desmond Lee.
With all the wishes that you own.
Again with that polo top, as is Mr. Ong Yi Kang, a very popular choice, the polo t-shirt.
And our hearts will be together.
Minister Tan Chuan Jin as well,
Going with dreams.
looking quite sporty indeed.
Walking tall in any weather.
I have a feeling many of the ministers collaborated on what to wear because they're all almost wearing quite similar tops. Deputy Prime Minister Teo Chee Hean there, looking very festive, very happy. DPM Tharman Shanmugaratnam as well. He opted for the classic shirt. And if you find the music accompanying the arrival familiar, it was last year's NDP theme song, Tomorrow's Here Today. Still very popular even though it's a year old. Grace Fu again with that floral theme. And Dr. Vivian Balakrishnan with the iconic red and white.
Let's put our hands together to welcome our former Prime Minister, Emeritus Senior Minister, Mr. Goh Chok Tong.
And cheers all around for Emeritus Senior Minister Goh Chok Tong, who was Singapore's second Prime Minister between 1990 and 2004. In his time in office, he was perceived as a consultative and affable leader, and as Senior Minister helped further Singapore's relations with overseas partners.
Next up, we have the adorable children from Henry Park Primary School. Let's give them our warmest welcome.
We have a vision for tomorrow. Just believe, just believe. We have a goal for Singapore. We can achieve, we can achieve.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us now welcome our Prime Minister, Mr. Lee Hsien Loong, to our pre-parade celebration. The following scenes are part of the dynamic defense display. Pyrotechnics and loud noises are expected. Viewers are advised to remain calm. Ladies and gentlemen, turn your attention to the skies as we see two Republic of Singapore Air Force F-15SGs approach the Marina Bay airspace. They will now simulate an air-to-ground attack on both sides of the floating platform, followed by a shackle maneuver. Here they come. Now look to your left. One F-15SG will now maneuver into a high-G combat turn. This maneuver places a high demand on the pilot as he withstands the high-G forces. Approaching from the front are two AH-64D Apache Longbow helicopters. The Apache is one of the most formidable attack helicopters in the world. It is an advanced targeting system and carries a wide array of weapon systems. The Apache can outsee, outmaneuver, and outshoot their adversaries in day and night conditions. The Apache is the ideal platform to provide protection for our transport helicopters and ground forces while they conduct their operations. Right before you, the CH-47D Chinook helicopter is entering Marina Bay to insert the Navy's elite combat divers. The pilot is flying with great precision to maintain airspeed and hovering just 3 meters above the waters to execute the helocast operation. helocast operation is an effective means of inserting special forces in a maritime environment. The combat divers are now infiltrating the area of operation. Look at the promenade in front of you as the Navy's elite combat divers emerge from the waters. They are specialized in combating terrorist threats. They are now in position and ready to destroy the target. Presenting to you the Navy's elite combat divers. On your right is the Protector unmanned surface vessel. It has detected a new threat. The Protector is armed with advanced surveillance and weapon systems and can be controlled from ship or shore. Look, the intruders are trying to escape. Rigid hull inflatable boats have been activated. They will perform a high-speed chase to intercept the intruders. The ribs are the latest addition to the Naval Diving Unit's fleet of combatant craft. Powered by two 400-horsepower engines, the ribs can achieve speeds in excess of 75 kilometers per hour. The ribs' heightened maneuverability make them an ideal platform for Special Forces operations. They have been deployed for counter-piracy operations in the Gulf of Aden. Closer to home, they have been deployed for maritime security and counter-terrorism operations. Look at how fast these agile boats move. The intruders have been successfully rounded up. Entering from both sides of the promenade are the formidable light strike vehicles from our Guards formation, executing swift maneuvers within a tight space. The Light Strike Vehicle Mark II is designed to be lifted by helicopter and highly mobile in cross-country terrain. This design allows for quick and flexible insertion into the battlefield. Entering next from the left is the Leopard 2 Armored Engineer Vehicle. Look as this unstoppable machine bashes through the obstacle and paves the way for our forces to advance in the battlefield. Entering the promenade now are our armor forces that provide the swift and decisive punch in the battlefield. The Leopard 2-2SG is the Singapore-modified main battle tank, which provides greater firepower, protection, and mobility. It is equipped with a powerful 120mm smoothbore gun and has two independent sighting systems, which allow the crew to have hunter-killer capabilities. The Bionics 2 is a high-performance infantry fighting vehicle custom-made to deliver accurate and lethal firepower while providing enhanced crew protection. Leading the pack is the High Mobility Artillery Rocket System, also known as the HIMARS. This latest addition to our artillery forces is equipped with multiple rockets that allows for precision targeting up to 70 kilometers away. This high level of accuracy allows the HIMARS to operate efficiently and effectively in urbanized areas. Following behind the HIMARS are the Singapore self-propelled howitzer, Primus. The Primus is one of the lightest and most responsive self-propelled howitzers in its class. With its hide, shoot, scoot capability, the Primus packs a big punch to any target within its extensive range. Look around you in the seating gallery as our infantry troopers equipped with the Singapore-made SAR-21 MMS assault rifles storm their way down the staircases towards the promenade. Making its entrance on the promenade is the Terex infantry carrier vehicle. The Terex provides our infantry forces with enhanced protection, mobility, and firepower. Its ability to be networked with soldiers enhances the delivery of information and coordination of fires in the battlefield. Right behind the Terexes are our newly commissioned Bellrex Protected Combat Support Vehicle. The Bellrex provides our combat support and combat service support forces with protected mobility, enhanced survivability, and connectivity.
If you who are growing up do not understand that you got to defend this, then I say, in the end we will lose. Other people will come, smack you down, take it over. Every boy and girl will learn what it is to be a citizen, what it is necessary to defend this country.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the National Day Parade 2017. The parade regimental sergeant major for this evening is Master Warrant Officer Lim Wee Ming Edwin, Sergeant Major, 3rd Division Artillery.
Panjaragan! Maso! Base!
Ladies and gentlemen, starting off this year's National Day Parade and Ceremony is the dynamic military tattoo. This is the largest military tattoo performance in NDP history and is presented by the SAF Band, SAF MP Command Silent Precision Drill Squad, SPF Band, and the SPF Women Police Pipes and Drums, together with our students from the Singapore National Cadet Corps Command Band and National Police Cadet Corps Band.
Kicking off the parade and ceremony segment, all 170 members involved in this military tattoo. Military music has always been instrumental in setting the mood and pace of our parade and ceremony segments ever since our first National Day Parade back in 1966. Now, the military tattoo will be forming up into 6 formations over the course of this display. It isn't easy considering they have to play their instruments, keep time with their marching, and of course get into position. The drum majors from the respective bands leading the way, you can almost hear a gasp of anticipation when they twirl and hurl their maces through the air. And there's the first formation they've created. It's the hash symbol, very prominent in this year's NDP theme. And if you haven't noticed, it's very specific to Singapore because it's incorporated into many of our addresses. The combined bands moving into its second formation now. What could it be? Well, if you think it looks like the outline of Singapore Island, well, you're absolutely spot on. Very, very tightly choreographed display. The third formation taking shape now, a familiar sight from the 80s and 90s. Can you make it out? Well, if you can't, I'll give you the answer. It's the Merlion's head. And this Merlion even spews water, courtesy of the Silent Precision Drill Squad, made up of men from the Military Police Command. And you're now looking at the Marina Bay skyline. That rotating circle on the bottom right is, of course, the Singapore Flyer, spinning a lot faster than in real life. And now the official logo for NDP 2017, 4 hands clasped and interlocked with each other in a symbol of unity.
One people strong and free, with one heart, one voice, we make our history.
We are a rainbow of 1,000 colors, lighting up the sky. We share the single heartbeat, together you and I. We are one Singapore, one nation strong and free. 1,000 different voices sing in harmony. We will stand together, together hand in hand as one.
A stirring performance by military expert 1 Isabel Wong from the SAF Band and Senior Staff Sergeant Audi Haris bin Sarman from the Singapore Police Force Band.
Baris! Sadhe! Here! Jula! Senja! Ha! Baris! Dari kiri dan kanan! Cepatnya! Lan!
Ladies and gentlemen, marching onto the parade ground are a total of 25 contingents, which represents our resolve to defend our nation through our concept of total defense: military, civil, economic, social, and psychological defense. Marching at the forefront are the SAF contingents from our Singapore Army, Navy, and Air Force, together with the Singapore Police Force and the Singapore Civil Defence Force. Marching in now from the rear of the floating platform are the contingents representing the social and economic pillars of our nation. Together, these civilian organizations and companies showcase how far Singapore has progressed, both socially and economically, over the years. We now see the uniformed youth organizations formed by the students. These contingents represent our youth's resolve to defend Singapore and their commitment to Singapore's progress. Ladies and gentlemen, the parade commander will now take over command of the parade from the parade regimental sergeant major.
And here are the women police pipes and drums platoon. You first saw them as part of the military tattoo earlier, but here they're signaling the handing over of the contingents from the parade RSM to the parade commander. They've been around since 1972, an incredibly skilled pipe band, often mentioned in the same breath as their international peers. And on top of being adept musicians, these women are also full-time police officers.
장관지 헐면 선녀 하
Kawalan Komandan dari kanan cepat jalan.
Ladies and gentlemen, marching in now under 32 regimental colors. The colors party comprises ensigns, who are junior officers, and accompanying armed escorts, who are sergeants. The colors regimental sergeant major is First Warrant Officer Bohari bin Mohammed Sharif. At the forefront of the parade are the 3 state colors, and they are escorted by the 4 Guard of Honor contingents. The Guard of Honor contingents are proudly formed by the Singapore Army, the Republic of Singapore Navy, the Republic of Singapore Air Force, and the Singapore Police Force. Ladies and gentlemen, please look to your right. This year's gun salute will be executed by 4 NS men from the past 50 years of national service, together with the gunners from the 21st Battalion, Singapore Artillery. They are on board the M3G rafts operated by men from the 35th Battalion, Singapore Combat Engineers.
Kawalan Komandan ke dalam lo lus Kawalan Komandan pandang ke depan dan Kawalan Komandan hormat panji-panji hormat senjata. Bas, Bruso, Sanja, ha! Bas, Sanandai, really?
The parade commander for this year's National Day Parade is Lieutenant Colonel N.S. Lim Wee Tee. He is the brigade second in command, 22nd Singapore Infantry Brigade. Lieutenant Colonel N.S. Lim is also the Director of Sales and Alliances, Data Spark Private Limited. The parade will now pay compliment to our Prime Minister, Mr. Lee Hsien Loong.
Bas, Sanai, yeah!
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise.
Bas, hormat Perdana Menteri, hormat Sanda, ha! bruso, sanya, ha!
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Mr. Lee Hsien Loong is Singapore's third Prime Minister. This is his 13th appearance at the National Day Parade as Prime Minister.
They're the traditional compliments being paid to Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong by the parade contingents. In his National Day message delivered yesterday, Mr. Lee emphasized the importance of being ready for the future despite current challenges like terrorism. He highlighted 3 longer-term priorities for the government: preparing the young for the future, encouraging Singaporeans to stay healthy, and creating opportunities and jobs with technology.
Bus, sananay,
I was at the National Day Parade rehearsal earlier this week. Let me show you what I saw at the rehearsal. It was heartening to see everyone putting in their best effort for our National Day celebration.
It looks like it's going to be a very exciting celebration. I'm really looking forward to the parade and show later.
It is almost time. We should get going. National Day is a time when Singaporeans from all walks of life come together to celebrate our nation's birthday.
This year, we are celebrating Singapore's 52nd year of independence. We are happy and thankful that Singapore has made significant progress over these years.
I'm confident that Singapore will continue to prosper as one nation together in the coming years. Happy birthday, Singapore.
bus, sanay,
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise to welcome His Excellency, President Tony Tan Keng Yam.
President, Holman, Sanya, Ha!
Ladies and gentlemen, 5 F-15 SGs from the Republic of Singapore Air Force, led by Commanding Officer 149 Squadron, Senior Lieutenant Colonel Goh Sim Ek, will now execute a bomber's salute to the nation with afterburners. This year's bomber's display is an all F-15 SG lineup for the first time. Now look up as they approach the skies above. And here they come! Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
Mr. President, the parade is formed up and ready for inspection. Sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, our president will now inspect the parade. As a mark of respect, the 25-pounder guns on board M3G rafts will fire in salute to the president.
Now, it's set to be a memorable occasion for President Tony Tan Keng Yam, perhaps more so than any of the previous 5 NDPs he has presided over as head of state. This will be his final NDP as president. And with that in mind, organizers have prepared a photo montage of the highlights of Dr. Tan's nearly 6-year presidency. Here we see the president representing Singapore overseas as the head of state, one of the important roles that he performs, promoting good bilateral ties with other countries. And those loud booms you're hearing are from the presidential gun salute honoring the president as he makes his rounds. The salute will fire 21 rounds, the highest military honor, usually reserved for heads of state and other former dignitaries who have made significant contributions to a country. Now you can see him speaking to a soldier from the 1st Commandos Battalion. It's sure to be a memorable occasion for that young man. Well, as part of the president's duties, the president also promotes social causes, and this was one of the initiatives he started, the President's Challenge Social Enterprise Award. It recognizes outstanding groups that have done good work for the disadvantaged in society. Now, before serving as president, Dr. Tan also had stints in different arms of government. He was first elected as a member of parliament in 1979 and also took on portfolios in defense, education and finance. He served as Singapore's deputy prime minister from 1995 to 2005. President Tan will also be remembered for helping bring the Istana closer to the people. If you recall, he launched the Istana Heritage Gallery last year, and now the public can glean unique insights into the historical significance of the grand structure. Those 25-pounders mounted on what's called a M3G raft, a military float bridge that the SAF uses to cross waterways, but here functioning as a mobile platform to bring the action of the parade closer to the spectators here at the float. And here's the president with who else? Joseph Schooling, who would go on to become Singapore's only Olympic gold medalist. Fingers crossed, many more to come after him. And it represents our ability to overcome the odds and punch above our weight to deliver world-class performances. And capping this portion of the inspection, recognition of the contributions of the SAF and the people behind it, including our national servicemen. As Singapore marks NS50, it's important to not take the peace and security we enjoy for granted.
The ceremonial vehicle will now drive our president around the promenade. Ladies and gentlemen, President Tony Tan will now embark on his final ceremonial vehicle drive past. This is his 6th and final National Day parade as head of state. Come on, Singapore! Let's show our appreciation to our president by waving our flags as the vehicle drives past.
Loud cheers once again as President Tony Tan Keng Yam embarks on his final ceremonial vehicle drive past. And it'll bring back memories, I'm sure, of the previous 5 NDPs that he's presided over. President Tan has, of course, attended NDPs at all 3 usual venues, the Padang, the floating platform, and the new National Stadium at the Singapore Sports Hub. The first president there for NDP, I might add. These are special moments, I'm sure, for the president as he comes close to the end of his presidency. And the people responding by waving their flags and cheering, their way of saying, "Thank you, sir." Dr. Tan has performed his role as President of Singapore with distinction. You saw earlier various milestones of his presidency, which can really be categorized in 3 broad areas. The 3 C's, if you will. The constitutional role, the ceremonial role, and the community role. And the community role involves bringing people together for worthy causes, being a unifying figure for Singaporeans. None more apparent than now as he rallies the country this National Day. He also represents the values that unite Singaporeans as a nation.
The guard of honor will now execute the feu de joie, or fire of joy, to celebrate our nation's birthday.
Kawalan kombatan akan tembak berjua. Isikan blue. Hai. Tembak. Isikan lagi. Hai. Tembak. Isikan lagi. Hai. Tembak. Kawalan kombatan datang senja. Ha. Kawalan kombatan rusuk senja. Ha. Mr. President, may I have your permission to proceed with the NS50 tribute and thereafter march off the parade, sir?
Our president will now take his seat. Come on, Singapore, let's wave our flags to our president.
Many doubted that Singapore could survive. A strong defense force was an absolute necessity, and the only way to have one was through universal national service.
During my service, it was a different time. When we were training, we always have the real world issues in mind.
My father always talked to me about the importance of the security of our nation. One thing that he taught me was to take my training seriously, even though we were living in peacetime. It is something that I truly understood when I had my own family, because to me, security is about protecting my family.
My grandfather used to tell me all these army stories when I was a kid, and I think it was one of the many reasons why I joined NCC.
The uniform is part of my family, and this sense of duty, I would like to pass it on to my son and my grandsons.
In SCDF, our training reflects real-life scenarios. Basically, it's to prepare us to react at a very short notice.
I did my national service with the SCDF Construction Brigade 1 year after the Hotel Newell collapse. Many SCDF NS men including those from the construction brigade, were deployed to that incident. And it made me realize the duty I undertake in keeping Singapore safe and secure. I am proud that Vignesh is part of the life-saving force, and I know that he will continue to serve others in distress, whether he is in uniform or off duty.
When I was younger, my father would tell me stories about his time in NS as a police officer. And looking back, it was probably all these stories that got me interested in police work in the first place.
I was a little bit worried when he was enlisted to the police, knowing the danger he will face. But I'm glad he is following my footsteps.
I used to think that Singapore is such a peaceful place, but now I know it's only possible because of the work done behind the scenes to safeguard our streets every day.
I'm looking forward to doing my national service, and to be honest, I'm just proud to be able to continue my family's legacy.
This is a journey all of us must take.
Last one, lady. Come on, let's close out.
This journey will make you and change you. Yet no one may know your sacrifice. All those early mornings and long, lonely nights. You've gone beyond the call of duty. You didn't have to, but you did. And so will they.
Ladies and gentlemen, will all NS men, past and present, please stand and receive a salute from the parade.
Poignant moment recognizing the sweat and toil of our national servicemen all these years, not forgetting our NS pioneers who answered the call to defend Singapore as a fledgling nation.
Another round of applause for our NS men. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
Kawalan Komandan yang lain, Yulang Sanya. Baris akan berjalan keluar dalam masa cepat. Kawalan Komandan dahulu, kawalan Komandan ke kanan. Yang lain ke kiri dan ke kanan.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Colors Party is now forming up for the traditional march past, together with the 4 Guard of Honor contingents. 25 marching contingents are also featured in this evening's parade. They are formed by 5 contingents from the SAF and Home Team, 10 contingents from uniformed groups, 10 socio-economic organizations, and the combined band. Together, the contingents represent the country's commitment to the 5 pillars of total defense: military, civil, social, economic, and psychological defense. Colors are awarded for achievement in the fields of combat, training, administration, efficiency, and service to the community. Colors also serve to promote cohesion and esprit de corps, and to instill a sense of pride and loyalty among servicemen. As a mark of respect, please rise as the Colors Party marches past you. Leading the march past is the parade commander, Lieutenant Colonel N.S. Lim Wee T. The 3 state colors are in the forefront, followed by the parade regimental sergeant major, Master Warrant Officer Lim Wee Meng Edwin. Following behind are the 32 regimental colors, with the colors regimental sergeant major, First Warrant Officer Bohari bin Mohammed Sharif. The Army Guard of Honor contingent is next, formed by men from the 1st Commando Battalion. It is led by Contingent Commander Major Alvin Lin Chen Lee. We turn our attention now to the Navy Guard of Honor contingent, formed by men from the Naval Diving Unit. This contingent is led by Contingent Commander Major Tiam Chung Yu Collin. We now see the Republic of Singapore Air Force contingent, comprising men from the Air Power Generation Command. This 3rd Guard of Honor contingent is led by Contingent Commander Major Tay Sing Guan Dennis. Finally, the 4th Guard of Honor contingent is the Singapore Police Force contingent. Forming the contingent are men from the Singapore Police Force Training Command and led by Contingent Commander, Deputy Superintendent of Police Shannon Lin Xian Run. Ladies and gentlemen, marching towards you is the contingent formed by the Army, led by contingent commanders Captain Ong Hong Sheng and Captain Bruno Dunstan. Next, we have the Republic of Singapore Navy contingent and the Republic of Singapore Air Force contingent, led by military expert 4 Ong Wei Lun Desmond and Captain Sim Hong Wen Eric. Keeping pace are the Singapore Police Force contingent and the Singapore Civil Defence Force contingent, led by Assistant Superintendent of Police Tan Chia Meng and Captain Goh Eng Kai. Ladies and gentlemen, our social and economic groups are up next. Leading the way, we have Keppel Corporation and the National Trades Union Congress, led by Mr. Oh Keng Huat and Mr. Abdul Samad bin Abdul Wahab. They are followed by Neo Group Limited contingent and the PAP and PCF contingent, led by Mr. Liu Cho King and Mr. Yi Chia Sing. The third block of contingents comprise OSIM and the People's Association, led by Ms. Lin Tan Wan Ling and Ms. Serene Ko. Close behind them are Semcorp Marine Limited and One Team Singapore, led by Mr. Chan Boon Seong and Mr. Stephen Goh. We now see the Singtel contingent and the Changi Airport Group contingent, led by Mr. Liao Wei Chuan and Mr. Wang Changrong. Next, we have the uniform groups leading the Singapore NCC Air and Sea contingent and the National Civil Defence Cadet Corps contingent are Cadet Second Lieutenant Che Chia Wei Damien and Cadet Lieutenant Izzat Fahmi bin Asman. The following two contingents are the Boys Brigade and Girls Brigade, led by Senior Cadet Lieutenant Christian Ko Chan Wah and Master Warrant Officer Lo Ai Ling Gladys. Next, the Girl Guides and the Scouts, led by young adult Puan Shi Yun and Rover Scout Yusof bin Adnan. Behind them are the St. John Brigade Singapore and Singapore Red Cross, led by Corps Staff Officer Grade 5 Farina Binti Satiman and Volunteer Officer Ng Hui Ling. Finally, we have the NCC Land and the National Police Cadet Corps, led by Cadet Lieutenant Andika bin Muhammad Ali and Cadet Inspector Logasan, son of Ranchan. The marching music is provided by the Combined Band and is led by Drum Major Military Expert 2 Hafiz bin Amran and Band Conductor Senior Director of Music Military Expert 6 Philip Tung Liat Peng. The Combined Band comprises the SAF Band, SPF Band, together with our students from the Singapore NCC Command Band and the NPCC Band. Our uniform youth organizations will now commence the Onward March. Come on, Singapore! Let's wave our flags and cheer them on! The following scenes are part of the dynamic defense display. Pyrotechnics and loud noises are expected. Viewers are advised to remain calm.
Ladies and gentlemen, we regret to inform you that there has been a technical incident on stage. We are attending to the situation and intend.
Happy National Day, Singapore. What you have just witnessed is not a technical glitch. It is part of our gift to Singapore on the 52nd birthday. We bring the parade of terror right before your eyes. This is only the beginning.
This is an emergency news broadcast. It looks like our broadcast has just been hacked. This incident has been resolved by our cybersecurity agencies. Social media reports also indicate multiple coordinated attacks have happened at locations around Singapore. Officers from the Singapore Police Force are responding. And we have just received news of yet another attack at Marina Stadium. Over to Adam Chua.
This is Adam Chua. A group of gunmen have taken control of Marina Stadium. Oh no, they started firing. The gunmen are firing at innocent civilians. It's chaos here. People are rushing to get out of the stadium. Wait, hang on. I can see the Army Deployment Force has also arrived in peacekeepers to support the Singapore Police Force, and they have successfully cordoned off the area. Now, several troopers have returned fire, and we have just received information that 4 gunmen have been killed. Right, hang on. It appears that there are more gunmen in the stadium. It looks like there's 6 more of them, and they're all heavily armed with explosives. Now a troop of elite commandos has arrived. The commandos are moving in on the gunmen in tactical formation. They are firing now. I'm receiving reports that, yes, we can confirm that the commandos have eliminated more threats and they have secured the stadium. Now, I can't confirm this, Anita, but I see at least 12 gunmen, and all have been subdued. This is Adam Chua, reporting live from Marina Stadium.
That was Adam Chua at the Marina Stadium. What we just heard was that at least 12 gunmen were reported shooting at the people in Marina Stadium. They were successfully subdued by the security forces. I've just gotten an update. There appears to be another security incident. Security forces have released footage of what appears to be a truck driving dangerously in the central business district. The Republic of Singapore Air Force Heron 1 unmanned aerial vehicle was launched earlier this morning to provide surveillance of any terrorist threat. Members of the public are advised to avoid the area until further notice. We cross over to our on-site reporter, Ridia Liang. Ridia?
Yes, Anita, we sense an atmosphere of tension. Now, security has been visibly tightened in the CBD with enhanced police presence. Sorry, ma'am, you're not allowed for your safety. A truck has just crashed into security barricades and the gunmen have just fired. Someone has been shot. Someone has been shot. The Singapore Police Force have just arrived in the fast response car. Have also arrived. Now the security forces have started to engage the gunmen. Oh no, I have just gotten news that the gunmen have retreated into a building with 2 children and the security forces are now focused on resolving the situation. Now officers from the Rapid Deployment Troops have taken down the first gunman and are in pursuit of the other gunmen. anti-swarming teams have arrived to the scene to reinforce the emergency response teams. We have just received confirmation that all the gunmen have been killed by the emergency response team and the anti-swarming team. All civilians have been rescued.
A few minutes ago, a member of the public using the SG Secure mobile app reported a suspicious item. The Singapore Army's explosive ordnance disposal team are on their way.
We see in the background the Singapore Army's explosive ordnance disposal team responding on site. Reports are coming in that team commander has just emerged from the response vehicle. It looks like he has given the all-clear sign. The suspicious item has been successfully disrupted. The fires on the LPG tanks, terrorist truck and building continue to rage on from the earlier gunfight. Hostile forces have been neutralized. Officers from the Singapore Civil Defence Force have arrived on site in their rapid response fire vessel and fire bike. They are now putting out the fire. The fire medical vehicle, Red Rhino and ambulance have arrived to attend to the casualties. Singapore Civil Defence Force paramedics are assisted by Samaritans who have stepped forward to help. All casualties are currently being swiftly evacuated. Meanwhile, Singaporeans have taken to social media to offer their well wishes. Our hearts and prayers are with the victims and families of this attack. We stand alongside them in this difficult time. This is Weedy Lam reporting.
It has been 2 days since multiple attacks shook Singapore. Security efforts have been stepped up in key locations such as checkpoints and hospitals.
Many of our NS men have reported back to help. While we focus on the recovery effort, I think we should continue to remain vigilant.
Members of the public are advised to remain vigilant and report any suspicious item via the SG Secure app. While recovery efforts are ongoing, many organizations are seeing a surge in volunteers to help those affected by the attacks. Blood donation drives have also been set up to help with the current blood supply shortage at our hospitals.
I saw so many people injured on the news, so I just wanted to help.
Well wishes of hope and support continue to pour in for Singaporeans affected by the attack. Many have also come forward to help and have reached out to fellow residents to provide support. Singaporeans have stayed united to overcome this crisis.
Terrorism threatens not just our physical safety, but also our social harmony and our way of life. And to protect ourselves, every Singaporean has to play his part. It's about what each of us can do as an individual. It's about how each of us can play our part to protect ourselves and to protect those around us.
stage here at the Show of Fun. We're going to go up very soon. Are you all ready? Yeah! Let's go! And now the show segment of the parade begins, kicking things off with Act 1, which is called Living Together.
What do you see, people of Singapore? What do you see? Are we ready for the future? Are we ready to climb that mountain together so we can see the world?
Now, Act 1 is meant to showcase Singapore and its environment, our garden city, which has over the years had to overcome challenges to remain the clean and green nation that we call home. In fact, that grey fabric that the performers are using to shroud the stage represents air pollution, environmental threats, if you will, that challenge Singapore's status as a green city. And the people you see on stage at the moment are some 100 members of the Singapore Silat Federation. No surprise, really, from the high kicks and excellent poise on display. The Silat Federation, highly thought of in the global martial arts scene, boasting multiple world and regional champions. And here comes the rain, not uncommon in Singapore's tropical climate. But with that rain comes another very real environmental and health threat, the Aedes mosquito. And you can just about see those insects buzzing along your screen. Rather cute in their depiction here, but don't let their appearance fool you. They are dangerous in real life. The Aedes mosquito responsible for endemic diseases like dengue, chikungunya, and more recently, Zika. And how often have we tried swatting them away, just like these guys are trying to do with their umbrellas? Is it a lost cause? We'll have to wait and see. Mother Mozzie, though, that's the giant mosquito aerial prop flying across the stage. She's going to be a little harder to eliminate, won't she? I'm not sure a simple umbrella would do the trick here.
Look, guys, there's more of them! They're attacking us! What are we gonna do, guys? Hey, guys, do you remember the Mozzie clap? All right, Singapore, we're gonna need your help. We're gonna do the Mozzie clap together, all right? Are you ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4! Come on, Singapore! Woo! Hey, that's right! Everybody! Clap with us! Woo! You can do better! Let's go, Singapore! Good job, Singapore! Let's go! Come on! Last one!
And Mother Mozzie destroyed, split in half by the collective will of the 26,000 people.
I'm at the backstage now with the Team Singapore athletes and they're going to go on the stage right now. Happy birthday, Singapore! All the best, girls!
You were just watching the Show 5 leading the Mozzie clap. The Show 5 are the main protagonists in the 6-act show segment this evening. We'll be following their journey very closely. In the meantime, though, here come the eco-sailors tasked with keeping our waterways clean. You could be that eco-sailor simply by always throwing your rubbish in the bins. You're looking at some of our Team Singapore athletes seeding hearts in the ground, symbolizing the regeneration of our green city, our city in a garden.
People of Singapore, remember to look deeply into nature. It will nurture our mind, body, and soul. Keep it clean for our coming generations. The key to our city in a garden is in our hands.
And what happens when seeds are planted? Well, green shoots begin to grow. You can see there a beautiful tapestry of vines snaking their way across the stage. And as they grow, so do these super trees complementing their real cousins just a short distance away at Gardens by the Bay.
Deep in my heart, I just know, right from the start, we will grow. Look where we are, we've come so far, and there's still a long, long way to go. 心动千万里，满载真心，就算有风雨，我们的力量像恒星，齐心合力，为我的光芒更耀亮天际。 Singapore,
perhaps creating our city in a garden isn't so far-fetched after all, so long as we all do our part. How's that for an opening act? A spectacle of lights, colour, song and dance, and of course the quintessential fireworks display. Act 2 is about growing together as a nation, by first growing together as families. And what better way than to talk about the birds and the bees. If you think what you're now looking at is beautiful, wait till you see them in real life. Ivan Koh and Mei Zheng, who represent a hummingbird and a busy bee, I'm sure because of their airborne talent. There you see them entering the arena. They've been training for months to perfect the routine you're now witnessing. Truly graceful and in many ways symbolic of the so-called dance that many young couples perform during courtship. These dances make it look easy, but it is incredibly challenging, as you can imagine, doing what they're doing without their feet planted on the ground. The aerial system that's aiding their performance works like a pulley and it can bear large loads. I'm pretty sure our two performers are well covered. And as part of this performance, the two aerialists reach heights of up to 13 meters. That's about the height of a 4-story HDB flat. The bird you see on the giant LED screen is a stork, which symbolizes the arrival of newborns. And you're now seeing the rest of the performers come on stage, nearly 600 members of the Singapore Soca Association. They're long-time participants at NDP. In fact, it's rather appropriate that they're performing in this segment because many families are together on stage. There you can see husbands and wives, brothers and sisters, entire families coming together to celebrate the nation's birthday. The first formation is that of a baby, symbolizing the beginning of the traditional family unit and also symbolic of the joys of parenthood. These are actual Singaporeans who've embarked on the lifelong journey of nurturing family. And this is the formation of a little girl holding a balloon, Singapore's younger generation, the future of Singapore, if you will. And while childhood is often carefree, they'll soon be stepping up to shape the future of the country. The Singapore Soccer Association are extremely experienced in NDP show performances. I'm told they can learn and execute new formations very quickly, and therein lies the value of experience. This is the family unit, the building block of our society, the foundation on which we build the nation. And we're not just talking about individual family units, but also the extended family system. Spectators with their light sticks out, just red and white this year, but no less electrifying when cast against the darkness at the float. The next formation, a grandparent reading to a grandchild. A reminder of our pioneer generation, our forefathers, who have contributed so much to Singapore's nation-building efforts.
People of Singapore, cherish our families, for their love is not limited by time, space, or circumstance.
Stronger indeed. A diamond heart representative of the unbreakable bond of family.
Children, tell me your dreams.
I imagine a floating football field.
Yes, reach for the stars every day.
I love to sing in a building that looks like a durian.
Will you sing my favorite song?
I want tall buildings to keep my money from my piggy banks. I hope to sleep in a hotel with the view of a bay.
I look forward to this magical bay.
I want to build a ship on top of a building.
Children, your dreams are bold and beautiful.
Let's build a bay now!
Welcome to Act 3, where we explore the nation thriving as one.
Hey students, are you guys ready? Yeah! Let's go guys! Go, 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 go!
Before we thrive, though, we'll have to set ambitious targets for ourselves and go all out to achieve them by learning new skills, gaining fresh knowledge, and pushing boundaries none more apparent than in the building of this magnificent bay. Some 400 performers now on stage complementing the skyline. They're students from Yio Chu Kang Secondary School, Montfort Secondary School, and Evergreen Secondary School.
Say no to defeat, we're
Here's a fun fact. The performers in the cute costumes are actually depicting the other buildings making up Marina Bay. Let's see if you can identify them. Starting with these guys in the green spikes, looking a bit like tiny durians. Is that a big enough hint? There's also the Malayan. No need to guess that one. Looking quite sprightly and jolly indeed. How's that for the Marina Bay on the Marina Bay?
Hey, Tosh! Hello. Hi. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling very nervous, but I think this is mine.
Okay.
Okay, I gotta go. Bye.
All the best.
But it isn't always smooth sailing. There will be challenges from time to time, and this next performance will tell you why it's important to be nimble and adaptable in shifting sands.
I remember so clear, the year was 97. I was about 7 then, but I remember what happened. The Asian recession made everything so unstable. My parents worked 3 jobs to put food on the table. Though life was tough, my parents were tougher. They did all they could to raise me and my sister. I learned what can stop you can only make you stronger. Cause to shine like a diamond, you gotta take the pressure.
We gotta stick together, we gotta embrace some certain times ahead we won't have to face both the good and the bad, we won't have to change. We move in the world cause it ain't the same. The way we move in the world cause it ain't the same. If you wanna change the world, you gotta be the change. And we wanna change the world, we gotta be the change. Right now. Singapore, to the O-R-E. Lion City, no doubt, is where I truly belong. Representing to the fullest, this is where I'm from. S to the I-N-G-A-P. Singapore, to the O-R-E. Woman, those are like Singapore, and do you this, you're real man. It could be down my eyes, it's not nothing. Now let me take you back to a time way back when police they gotta keep the solo pocket short bands before Changi Airport and the HDB apartments when we were fighting for our lives in Singapore. It was hard back then, but we survived even though we were opportunity deprived. So don't be afraid, keep blazing that flame, cause the storm will pass and the sun will shine again. Cause all odds we will not fail, no matter what cool we will prevail. Our nation Singapore, we've come so far. They said we never make it, but here we are. They said we never make it, but here we are. They said we never make it, but here we are. They said we never make it, but here we are. Since 1965, we've been raising the bar.
That was Tosh Tang, one of Singapore's talented artists, immensely popular judging by the crowd's reactions. The song composed entirely by Tosh, and it featured all 4 of Singapore's official languages. Well, if you haven't guessed by now, you're looking at some of Singapore's most established brands in the form of mobile platforms. The pride of the nation, putting the Singapore mark on the world, brands like POSB, Nets, OSIM, and several others, all coming together to show where it all began.
To meet the living legend herself, Rahima Rahimka. What song are you going to sing for us today?
I'm so excited. I'm going to sing a Mandarin song.
Okay, no spoilers, but happy birthday,
Singapore.
One nation strong and free, 1,000 different voices sing in harmony. We will stand together, together hand in hand, as one united people for Singapore, my homeland.
Now, what would a birthday celebration be without a party? Act 4 is called Celebrating Together, and what better way than to throw a party where every culture that calls Singapore home is invited, coming together to forge a common identity as one united people. You're looking at some 400 folks from People's Association performing a fitting choice because they were formed back in 1960 to promote racial harmony and social cohesion in Singapore. And you can see the projection mapping technology turning the stage into a feast of dishes. Nothing quite gets Singaporeans talking more than food. How often do we start a conversation with a casual, "Have you eaten?" And everybody's invited to this party, not just of different races and creeds, but also young and old. And here we're seeing how you're never too old to be involved in the biggest stage of them all. Coming up now is renowned dance personality Santa Baska, a cultural medallion recipient, teacher and innovator when it comes to the art form. This segment will also feature others who have embraced active aging, Brian Richmond and Rahima Rahim, as well as Grandma Mary.
Kami kuat, kami bebas, kami satu negara beribu-ribu suara. Tidak sama, tidak apa kerana kami bernyanyi dengan harmoni. Come on everybody, let's clap your hands, stamp your feet, move your body to the Singapore beat. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Pimpinlah tangan ini bapa dan juga keluarga, pimpinlah teman-teman dan saudari-saudara. Marilah berkumpul bersama-sama sebagai rakyat yang bersatu. Hanyalah Singapura, hanya untukmu.
什么是勇气？手握着手，行至世界新领域，就凭一颗心可以打造奇迹，才高的田野触手可及。
Loud cheers for the oldest performer out of more than 3,000 performers at NDP tonight. Great example of how it's never too late to start learning. Grandma Mary began at the age of 60, and look at her now, channeling her inner Carlos Santana. And if you think her talents stop at the guitar, think again. She also dances, plays the harmonica, and get this, even the drums.
South Singapore, take your new water bottle out of your front pack and raise
That was quite possibly the largest Yam Sing ever, fitting for a wonderful birthday celebration. And that takes us to Act 5, Progressing Together.
People of Singapore, let our hearts and minds soar as we build our beautiful garden city, our families, a strong economy, and rich cultures. Dare to dream, and the world will follow.
Well, you heard there, dare to dream and the world will follow. So why not blaze a trail with a spirit of innovation? You're looking at what's called a limitless flying brain, a symbol that anything is possible as long as you put your mind to it.
Alright guys, all the best. Let's give us a good show, come on. All the best. Good luck.
60 cyclists now entering your screen. Their bicycles aglow with LED lights. They represent Singapore's dynamic rush into the future. The cyclists are members of the Joyriders, Singapore's largest recreational cycling community. They call themselves inclusive as well. Doesn't matter who you are or what your background is, you're welcome to join as long as you've got a passion for cycling. The projection mapping technology complementing the physical props and performers. Very futuristic feel to this segment, giving us a sense of what lies ahead for Singapore's future. And what you're looking at aren't fireworks, neither are they lasers. The mysterious orbs of color are actually drones. And they'll be coming together to form 7 formations. As you've done throughout the show so far, see if you can make out what they are. Now, this is the first unmanned drone performance in NDP, and with 300 of them in the sky, this is the largest performance of its kind ever held in Southeast Asia.
Heartbeat like we always do. We are strong, we will never take peace and harmony for granted. We'll stand tall and bring glory to our country, Singapore.
Now, if you're wondering about the science behind the magic, you're witnessing the entirely automated, controlled by computers that track the physical drones with the use of GPS technology. And they showcase Singapore's rapid technological innovation in the areas of science and IT.
in my heart, I just know, right from the start, we will grow. Look where we are, we've come so far. There's still a long, long way to go. All of my heart, I will care. I'll play my part, I will share. Family and friends, together we stand. And in the end, hand in hand, we will get there. Deep in my heart, I just know, right from the start, we will grow. Look where we are, we've come so far. There's still a long, long way to go. With all of my heart, I will care. I'll play my part, I will share. Family and friends, together we stand. And in the end, hand in hand, we will get there. We will get
And amidst this fast drive into the future, it's important that no one is left behind. A truly heartwarming performance. The kids from Henry Park Primary, together with the Purple Symphony, Singapore's largest all-inclusive orchestra, because one nation together.
We live on an island city.
Where our hopes and dreams do come true.
We built our lives, this country, and a home for our families.
Now we hold the hands of our children and listen to their dreams.
I hope that when I grow up, this island will still be green and beautiful. When I grow up, I want to be a wonderful father. In the future, I wish that all Singaporeans would stay happy and healthy. I wish every day to be Racial Harmony Day. I wish that my mind can scale any mountain.
People of Singapore, our destiny is not a matter of chance. It is a matter of choice. It is not a thing to be waited for. It is a thing to be achieved.
And the foot of the mountain is the start of every Singaporean who aspires to do great things, which are possible, as that video you've just seen has proven. Singapore's future, passing on the flag.
Joseph
as we chart our way forward as a nation.
24-year-old world record holder, Singapore's first Paralympic Games medalist. She'll be aiming to obliterate her own world record. Yep, immediately finds the lead.
Schooling has gone out right on that world record time.
So impressive through the heat, the semi-final.
She can maintain this pace. We will see another world record
And he's
set.
a body length clear almost. Can he hold on? We were hoping to see history in the pool, but we are history because Singapore has won an Olympic gold medal.
Wonderful memories from 2016 showing Singaporeans that there ain't no mountain high enough to keep us down, especially when we're one nation together. Which was what we saw with Joseph Schooling and Yip Pin Siu, Singapore's Olympic heroes, conquering the proverbial mountain that symbolizes every obstacle that has stood in the way of our hopes and dreams.
On your feet, Singapore! The fireworks!
It's buzzing here at the float. You can see everyone with their light sticks out. My favorite part of the show. So sing along if you can.
Singapore, whether at home or at the foot of Marina Bay, let's sing as one nation together. Yes, we did.
This is my future, this is my life, this is my family, these are my friends. We are Singapore, Singaporeans. Singapore, our homeland, it's here we belong. All of us united, the people marching on. We've come so far together, our common destiny. Singapore forever, the nation strong and free.
Come on, Singapore!
gentlemen, let us all say happy birthday, Singapore! 3, 2, 1! Happy birthday, Singapore!
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the pledge.
We, the citizens of Singapore, pledge ourselves as one united people, regardless of race, language, or religion, to build a democratic society based on justice and equality, so as to achieve happiness, prosperity, and progress for our nation.
Mari kita rakyat Singapura sama-sama menuju bahagia, cita-cita kita yang mulia, berjaya Singapura. Marilah kita bersatu dengan semangat yang baru. Semua kita berseru, majulah Singapura, majulah Singapura. Marilah kita bersatu dengan semangat yang baru. Semua kita berseru, majulah Singapura,
Ladies and gentlemen, our President, Dr. Tony Tan Keng Yam, will now take his leave. Let us wish him a very good night.
What a fitting finale that was. The President now taking his leave, bringing us to the close of this year's National Day Parade.
Together we'll stay as one nation, undivided. Back to back, together we'll brave the heat, the cold, the storms. Hand in hand, together we'll grow this land that we call home. Nothing in this world compares. It's all Singaporean life. Everyone is fair.
The President taking his time, shaking the hands of as many spectators as he can. Many of the spectators recognizing the President's contributions during his term in office. There he is, waving to the crowd. Not yet the end of the parade for these guys at the floating platform. They're still very much in the party spirit.
Because there's something in this world compares. It's all Singapore.
And as is tradition, the President will be extending his thanks to many of the NDP performers. Shaking hands there with members of the Purple Symphony, Singapore's largest all-inclusive orchestra. This must be a poignant moment for him, his final National Day parade as head of state. Plenty of memories flashing past, I'm sure. And for these performers, months of hard work culminating in a beautiful finish. The President thanking as many people as he can. If possible, he will thank each and every one of these performers. They've, after all, put in sweat and toil, all for the nation. There's Brian Richmond shaking hands with the President. So too Grandma Mary. All across the line. A flower for the President in appreciation. A lot of these kids hoping to shake the hand of the President. They'll be able to say, I was at President Tan's final NDP. Everybody wants in on the action. You can't miss those hands. And there we go, the obligatory selfie with the President, no less. That one's going to be kept in the family for generations. Final wave to the spectators as Singapore President Dr. Tony Tan Keng Yam signs off from this National Day parade. A poignant goodbye, to be sure.
Thank you and goodbye, President Tony Tan. We love you.
Singapore, whether at home or here at your float at Marina Bay, you have been absolutely amazing tonight.
And you know what? I think we should really end tonight on a high note.
How about we give our nation 3 loud cheers?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, when we say Majula, you throw your hand up in the air and say Singapura. Here we go. Majula!
Singapura!
Majula!
Singapura!
Last one.
Majula!
Singapura! Once again, my name is Joachim Gomez.
I'm Julie Tan. I'm Nurul Aini.
And I'm Naren.
We will see you again next year. Bye!
What an evening it's been for the 26,000 spectators here as well as those watching from home. There was a spectacular display of lasers, lights and fireworks mixed with nostalgia. One nation together, standing together. So much to be thankful for, even as we mark 52 years as a nation. But also knowing that we can't stand still as the world around us evolves. We've got to create a space for ourselves as well, daring to set ambitious targets and dreams and face whatever challenges come our way. This truly has been an unforgettable occasion for me, as I'm sure it has been for you. And Joseph Schooling and Yip Pin Siu as well, enjoying the festivities. I'm John Leong, together with stadium announcer Will Xavier. It's been a real pleasure. Happy birthday, Singapore.
Step by step, together we'll build our dreams. Heart to heart, together we'll stay as one nation, undivided. Back to back, together we'll brave the heat, the cold, the storms. Hand in hand, together we'll grow this land that we call home. Nothing in this world compares. It's our Singaporean life. Everyone is family, friend and neighbor, living in harmony. Nothing in this world compares to this island where it's home, where we love and know we'll never be alone. Because it's Singapore. Just believe we can be. The world will see. Step by step, together we'll build our dreams. Heart to heart, together we'll stay as one nation, undivided. Back to back, together we'll brave the heat, the cold, the storms. Hand in hand, together we'll grow this land that we call